Okay, this is the first of many gear reviews that we're going to do here. I know that when I go to look for to purchase something, I always look at reviews. I always watch those. Any video that anybody puts out, I try to watch, because you want to know what you're getting before you buy it. So I figured we'd start putting out gear reviews on some of the things that we have, and just kind of let you know how well it works. So this review is on the Hawk Helium stick. This is the 2019 version of the Hawk Helium stick. They've made some changes to it, which really brought me to the Heliums, because a couple things that I like about the changes are they put the Versa button on there, which I am a huge fan of the Versa button. And then they put it on these parts that hold them together. So they're calling it a suction cup, but it's really just a grommet, and then it fits down over top of a plastic piece. And then it's fairly quiet too. So whenever I put these together, I don't have much sound. You just hear the rubber, which is not a lot of noise at all. And they come apart fairly easy. Okay, so the reason I went for this stick in the first place was because of the changes that they made. They're lighter than my XOPs, and even though they're lighter, they still get a double step. That double step makes a big difference whenever you're trying to hang a tree stand. You don't want to be balancing on one foot. So that was a big draw for me. One of my friends Steve had the double step, and he raves about it, which I can see that. So if I can get the same weight or less, which I did with this stick than I did with my XOPs, then I figured, well, let's give it a try for $100. Why not? Okay, so the downfall with that is I only got 3 sticks. I worry about that because I use 4 sticks quite a bit, not all the time, but quite a bit. So what I did was I added on this aider, and what it does is this is on the bottom, and I just hang that on the tree, and then I can put my foot in there and then go to the next few steps. That's just tubular webbing, and then I tied a loop in it and put it down around this bottom. It seems to work well, but I haven't really hunted with it yet, so I don't know how much of a pain that's going to be getting my boot in that tubular webbing, but we'll see. On top of that, like I said, with the weight being an issue, I know a lot of guys are doing modifications, rope modifications. They'll take rope and use it to wrap around a tree. This set of sticks came with a cam buckle that is actually fairly light. It's pretty light. I have a scale here. I'm gonna weigh it, and I'll let you know what it is. 5.8 ounces. So that's not very much. I mean, yeah, that rope is going to be lighter than that, but not by much. If you're worried about that much over 3 or 4 cam buckles, maybe go with the rope mod. So there are downfalls to this as compared to the XOP stick. This doesn't rotate like they do on the XOP and on the Lone Wolf, which I can see that being a problem whenever you get in a tree and that stick wants to seat, and then typically that will rotate around and it'll seat that better. But we'll see. I'll have to come back to you on that. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I've read a lot of reviews on these sticks and nobody seems to have any problems with them, even the older models. So it's not too bad. So I did bring out the XOP. I know the cam buckle on this XOP is a lot heavier. What feels a lot heavier. So I'm gonna weigh that and let you know what the difference is. I'm gonna weigh the stick also. The cam buckle on the XOP is 7.3. So that's a difference. I know that, you know, that's what, I don't know, 1.5 ounces. And again, it's not that big of a deal, but it adds to the overall weight. And so the other thing I'm going to do is I want to weigh this stick and see what the difference is here. The weight of the XOP is 3 pounds 12.2 ounces. Okay, and that's with the cam buckle on there. And I'm going to do the same thing with the Hawk Helium. The Hawk Helium stick, the weight on that is 3 pounds 6 ounces. So you're getting a lighter stick with double steps. So the double steps are a big thing for me. I know a lot of guys are cutting these down. I cut them down to 24 inches and then just going with 2 different steps. I'm not going to do that. I can't see why I would need to. Maybe a little bit of weight savings. If it becomes a problem, then I'll go there. But I just don't see the benefit at this point in time. That could change. As compared to the XOP is a little bit longer. It looks like maybe 3.5, 4 inches longer. So you might get, you know, total, you're going to gain a foot over 4 sticks. 3 sticks, it's probably 9 inches, so it's not that big of a deal. But that's my review for these Hawk Helium sticks. Tune in again whenever we do our other reviews on all types of gear.